Good morning. Thank you for joining me. You're listening to TheMediaSpeaks Radio. I'm your host, DLAKE from PREZ. David Lake, reporting for TheMediaSpeaks.com, and that's right, this is a radio program. I'm audio recording as I speak. I'm redesigning my news set. It's going to be new, fresh, wicked, and awesome. So let's look forward to that. Today, our topic on this radio program, you guys could go listen to a 3-hour radio program and sit through all the commercials, or you can tune into the Media Speaks Radio, where D-Lake's going to break it down here for you. Today's topic is Obama's Benghazi Bullshit. That's right, I said it. This is my news station, and I'm calling out Mr. President on the bullshit that's going on in relation to Benghazi. Well, according to Obama, 4 Americans dead is not optimal. That's not optimal. Well, no duh. It's not optimal in any case when anyone's murdered. But what is surprising, Mr. President Barack Obama, is that deaths of Americans are, quote, not optimal and, quote, bumps in the road. But yet a YouTube video, Innocence of the Muslims, that D-Lake did a report about back on the 13th there, called Anti-Islamic movie dubbed junk. It was a dubbed over piece of junk. It was never an actual film. It was reportedly a $5 million film or something like that. None of that ever surfaced. The guy that created the video was arrested for probation violation. The guy's basically a career fraud and con man. And but Barack Obama's description of that video is, quote, bigotry, quote, blasphemy, quote, crude and disgusting, and, quote, an insult and inhuman. All those things. So he gave a 4,000-word speech that was, quote, eloquent to the United Nations. The night before the debate, I believe it was, I put out a report, Benghazi terrorist attack, the changing story, where I was outlining how everyone from Hillary Clinton, Susan Rice, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, everyone, no one had their story straight. There was a lot of finger pointing. Obviously, we don't want to point to any of those people because they all have names. So we point the finger at just, the intelligence community. Well, who's that? We're blaming Al-Qaeda. Well, who's that? Well, we have security footage, and we have CIA reports that apparently came out the very next day. And this article today, Washington, AP, the CIA station chief in Libya, reported to Washington within 24 hours of last month's deadly attack on the U.S. consulate that there was evidence it was carried out by militants, not a spontaneous mob upset about an American-made video. U.S. officials have told the Associated Press. Okay, well, like I said, Barack had a whole lot to say about that video, didn't he, before the UN, and sent out all his cronies to go out and talk about it. And basically anyone that has anything to do with the United Nations was rambling on and on and on about how disgusting the movie was, or the 14-minute clip of a supposed $5 million movie that was posted on YouTube. Innocence of the Muslims there, right? Yeah. And there was flag burning and riots in Egypt around the same time. Actually, on the Drudge Report, I think it was like the 12th or the 13th of September last month, where there was links, coordinated attack, ? And you can go back and watch my videos from that following week where I was quoting counterterrorism expert Matt Olson, who was saying, yes, it looked like a terrorist attack. It looked like Al-Qaeda. And other State Department officials were chiming in. The State Department was before the GOP, the grand old party, the Republicans. And the Democrats want to say that the Republicans are trying to make this into a political issue because Romney was looking at him all stern like, dude, are you serious? You're saying you called it a terrorist attack. Are you serious? And he was looking at him just like that in the debate. If you go back and watch that. And Obama just sat there. But Obama was sitting hella casual. He had eagle eyes. He was looking right at Candy, who magically produces a transcript from the 12th, or maybe she just had that on memory, that he said act of terror. And so we're going to get into semantics to try to embarrass Romney, since Candy Crowley there with her magnificence. I mean, I don't know how people get so upset about refs in the NFL and replacement refs when we have replacement moderators in the form of these mainstream media refs. They're just garbage. Someone posted about how garbage Crowley was. Just some random Facebook guy, I don't know, he put up a post that was like, why the hell is it the mainstream media in these debates? Wouldn't it be cooler or better if it was like a judge? Like an actual judge, like I don't know about Supreme Court, but like a career judge or retired judge. Judge Napolitano was Court's idea when I mentioned that. Okay, let's continue here. It is unclear who, if anyone, saw the cable outside the CIA. Okay, so more finger pointing at the intelligence community there. The statements have become highly charged political fodder. Oh, and that's all the Republicans' fault. You know what? I don't consider myself a Republican or a Democrat, but I will tell you guys one thing. After Obama went on the Jon Stewart Comedy Central show to pump up his campaign with the comedy-loving Americans, I guess, and made a fool of himself, he's talking a bunch of junk about Romnesia. People have Romnesia, or Romney has Romney, or you might have Romnesia if you can't remember something that Romney couldn't remember. Oh, I suppose Romney couldn't remember you saying, I suppose it was Romney's memory is why he couldn't recall you relating the Benghazi attack to a terrorist attack, probably led by Al-Qaeda. And how the hell did Al-Qaeda get into Libya? And where's Gaddafi when we need him? And where's all his gold? Oh, well, Hillary Rodham Clinton blamed the fog of war for the early conflicting accounts. No one in Libya saw the film, my friends, so I don't know how the hell. Okay, look, we got an intelligence report that says the ambassador was killed. Our intelligence says that the reason would be a YouTube video. Let's go with that. That sounds great. 2 weeks later, I'll still be talking about how disgusting it is. And I've been wearing a ring for 30 years that says, there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. And my name is Barack Obama. So that's why I get so offended by a video like that where he's, having adulterous affairs and other unprophet-like stuff. And we'll go before all the nations of the world or whoever's in that United Nations garbage and in front of the big green marble wall and talk a bunch of shit about that video there. But, in America, we have freedom of speech. Well, thanks for acknowledging that. And thanks for acknowledging, thanks for blaming the First Amendment. And the Second Amendment's only for hunting, right? Right, pal? And our long tradition of hunting and duck hunting. Congressional aides say they expect to get the documents by the end of this week to build a timeline of what the intelligence community knew and compare that to what the White House was telling the public about the attack. That should be quite the compare and contrast. I'm looking forward to it. If you're following this Benghazi story, and I'd encourage you to go check out my previous videos and look at the date that they were posted. And it's like, hey, DLAKE, it sounds like you know more than the President, Hillary Clinton, Susan Rice, or Joe Biden. All right, thanks a lot for joining me. You guys have a great day. Peace.